All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are here. This is our last but not least of our webinars. So we are very grateful to have the UAB Career Center here with us today. We're excited about having had a journey through the summer webinars all summer. We hope you enjoyed them and that you got the most information from them. Today, we have Brandon Wright, who is the Director of Career Services at UAB Career Center. And we also have some of his collaborators from the office. Before we start, we'll just take care of some housekeeping businesses. You will be able to ask your questions through the Q&A section. You also will be able to view the webinar either live right now, or definitely it'll be on Facebook after we are done. And then within a week, we'll have it posted on our website, families@uab.edu. And then you can then, of course, ask questions as you need. One other important thing that will happen at the end of this webinar is that you will receive a survey. We invite you to answer the survey. It shouldn't take but 3 to 5 minutes at the most. And it's important for us to know how we have met your needs with all these webinars, if there's any other information that we can provide to you, and if there's anything else we can do for you as you transition into campus with your student. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with Brandon. And thank you for being here, Brandon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cameron. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Once again, Brandon Wright, the Director of the UAB Career Center here in the Division of Student Affairs at UAB. Excited to introduce you all to the Career Center and some of the services that we have to offer. Today, we're going to look at, once again, the Career Center, some of the services and resources, and some of the our peer career advisor program, and then also the handshake account program that we have here at UAB. So we like to start these seminars off by just asking a simple question. What did you want to be when you grew up, right? And so for a lot of us, that's probably different than what we actually have taken on as an occupation. But why do people go to college, right? The same reason as it was a long time ago, to find better opportunities for employment and to gain a better quality of life. And so here in the Career Center, what we are really focused on doing is making sure that, one, we help your student figure out their why and their purpose and what they want to do after they transition, but ultimately, how they define that, we want to help them get there. And so there's a few components to, after they really realize why they came to college, that they have to work on. And those are, in our area, kind of defined as these career competencies. And so my role and my team's role here is to make sure that students are aware of these competencies. And these are just career competencies that employers look for on your student's resume once they graduate. And so it's important for students to be able to articulate, demonstrate critical thinking, problem-solving skills, their ability to have strong work ethic, the ability to have written and oral communication skills, teamwork skills. But these are just core competencies that when your student graduates, we want them to spend their time as they are here at UAB being involved in on-campus employment, internships, student organizations, study abroad, service learning, Greek organizations, student organizations, all the like, to build on these competencies so that when they are ready to graduate and transition, they're ready to thrive in life. And so once again, we survey the employers so that we understand where our students fall. And so our students, with regard to a scale of 1 to 5, and where employers kind of think our students land with regards to competency readiness, our students kind of fare fairly well. We have a very active student population, and so very academically focused, but they are great at getting volunteer service hours, being involved on campus through student organizations, through Residence Life or USGA. And so you can see that type of involvement on campus helps our students build those competencies in which employers have confirmed. And so next, what we'll kind of roll into is, I want you all to know that your students being involved on campus through student organizations, on-campus employment, internships or USGA or residence life, what those potential outcomes will be once they graduate. And so we do research every academic year, and our students have a 81% positive career outcome rate. And so what that means is most of our students have a plan after graduation. They're not seeking employment after graduation, which we are excited about. And so you can see here, majority of our students are working after graduation. And then you can see there's some that are going back to school and working. But we're excited to know that over 80% of our students, when they come on campus and they do what they have to do with regard to being involved, focusing on building out those career competencies through experiences like lab research. Once again, our registered student organizations being involved on campus, they're able to have success after graduation. It's going to be more than the degree in hand. They have more experiences. And so through our office, we offer up, which you'll learn about a little bit later, we offer up a platform that's able to connect students with alums. We're able to connect students with employers. We're also able to connect them with jobs and internships. And so top 10 destinations for our students at UAB is good for a lot of us to know that 71% of our students stay in the state after graduation. And so we really do want to focus our efforts on making sure students have the opportunities in the state. If your student is a resident of Alabama, that we've done our job to make sure we've built enough employer connections to make sure they are able to secure employment after graduation. And so top 10 employers for your UAB future student, future grad are listed here. A lot of medicine, a lot of education. And so, but that's not a surprise to anyone. The average salary here at UAB is $52,000, which is not bad. And so we are excited to continue to watch that grow. And so I just want to kind of communicate to you all what the future holds if your student comes on campus, gets engaged, connects with the Career Center, and we're able to help them build out that career plan. Next, I want to talk to you all about the Peer Career Advisor Program. And it's really a program built around making sure students like yours come on campus and are able to engage with other peers like themselves that have been trained on career advising so that they can take them and help them with resumes and interviews and job search and career exploration and do all these things from that peer to peer like that language. And so our peer career advisor program actually helps students. They take advising appointments, they take workshop requests, and so on. And so when your student comes into the Career Center, they're going to see other students that look like them that are juniors and seniors and sophomores that have been equipped to be able to engage them and help mentor them throughout the career process. And so we also offer all of these resources online. And so if your student is an online student or you're out of state, we offer the same resources, whether it's advising or workshops, we offer the same thing online. So don't hesitate to connect with us on that. And so in terms of appointment preparation, we just always ask that students do their due diligence, have any questions that they might need answered prior to coming into the office, be ready to discuss their major considerations with the understanding that things might change. And if they have a resume, we encourage them to bring that as well. But during the appointment, we encourage them to be open and honest and present, to bring their computer or their notebook, whatever they're working on, to take notes. And then also be on time. It's the little things. We're trying to create little professionals, future adults that have some professional acumen. And so ultimately, we offer these appointments Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. And then we offer them also via Zoom and in person. And so I'm going to skip past this next slide and move to employer engagement. and so every year we host several events, and so we host almost 800 employers on campus each year, and we try to connect them with over 4,000 students. And so your student, when they come on campus, they will get emails about employer information sessions. They'll get emails about career fairs or info sessions that are that are conducted virtually and in person. And so they're able to engage in upcoming fairs, both virtually and in person, career networking events, coffee chats, and on and so on. And so our students, not only will they have access to all these, but as well as upcoming career fairs that are active in Handshake already. So your students should have already received access to Handshake, and you'll learn a little bit more about that shortly. But moving forward, I want to kind of talk to you about our Career Canvas course. And so the Career Canvas course is a module created by the Career Center that has several modules built into it to help students access career readiness content 24/7. So when a student comes into the Career Center, they can get advising on career services, but also when they're in their residence hall, they can log into Canvas and click on this Career Center Canvas module and explore their career, understand how to build their resume, get interview support, and so on. And it doesn't take long for students to be able to complete each module. We encourage students to work through these modules. They can be completed in anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And so that's available to students 24/7 every day. And so we really wanted to make sure students had the opportunity to complete self-directed career resources and have access to their career center and whatever their career needs are 24/7. And so this is really what it looks like when your student logs into Canvas. They will see these modules, and they just click on the first one that they feel they're most interested in, and then they'll complete the rest of them. So it's really neat. It's really students have used it a lot every year since we've launched it. And so I highly encourage you to encourage your student to log into the Career Center Canvas course, which is in their Canvas module, the same place they go to look at their classes in Canvas. They will be able to have access to the Career Center Canvas course, and they're going to find a lot of resources there. Next, we also have a Career Center closet, which offers students free professional attire. That offers this resource has men and women's professional attire and shoes. And so if your student is in need of professional attire to go to a conference or a job interview or a career fair, we encourage you to let them know that they can stop by the Career Center and get free professional attire, and that they have. It's free to them. They don't have to bring it back. And so great resource, free to students, and we want to encourage you all to let your students know. So Handshake is a phenomenal resource that we offer your students free of charge. There's over 30,000 employers in that software right now. 29,000 jobs are posted in there. Work study jobs, all of our career fairs and our career events are posted in this software as well. These numbers are old, so I'm not going to run through that. But students use this software to apply for jobs. They use this software to connect with other students in like majors, and they also will receive information from employers or messages from employers inviting them to apply for their internships and jobs in Handshake. So they should already have access to this software. It's uab.joinhandshake.com, and they can log in there and get started. Also, in this Handshake, they'll also have access to a lot of resources. And so student resources, Focus 2 is a career and academic preparation assessment, and they can complete that and have a conversation with their career consultant. They can explore what they can do with certain majors. They can practice interviewing virtually. They can review some of our workshop PowerPoint. So get your students logged into Handshake and they can set up appointments. They can review all the career fairs, register career events like Google webinars or recruitment events from IBM or Shift. Students have all this access inside of Handshake. And so once again, that's uab.joinhandshake.com. And so again, let me keep going. So we really want to just encourage you to let your student know to complete that profile once they log into Handshake, which means they've uploaded their resume, they've added their experiences and activities, and they've also updated a professional photo. And so once they've done that, they have an increased likelihood of being contacted by the employer. And so we want them to maximize the software, and the only way they can do that is by having a complete profile. And so they can get the most out of Handshake that way. So this is our contact information. We are located at Hill Student Center, room 307. This is our email. You can follow us. Your students can follow us on at UAB Career Center, and we're on Instagram and Facebook. And feel free to contact us anytime. Hopefully, you all know a little bit more about the Career Center, our services, our peer career advisor program, and Handshake.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brandon, for all the information. Very useful, because I think even though our students are just beginning their career here at UAB, most of our audiences, they're tracking towards a career path. So, and just starting to apply and get the experience throughout college is very important as well. Can you repeat that, the address, the link for Handshake, so that we can put it out for the families? Be glad to do that while we wait for some questions.
UAB.joinhandshake.com.
All right. All right. UAB Join Handshake.com. So there it is. Is that correct? So while we wait for some questions, and as we prepare this is, like I said, over the past 6 weeks, we've had a total of 14 webinars. And so we've been very grateful to have the partnership with different departments and different presenters throughout UAB. And if you haven't had a chance to attend all of our webinars, you can go back on Facebook for sure, and there you can see the recordings right there, or you can go onto our website, uab.edu/families, and you can see the recording. The recording for today's webinar will be posted in about a week, but you definitely can reach out to the Career Center at any moment. Definitely as you're transitioning and as you think about employment or getting that experience, please reach out to the Career Center. Everybody's there, and we're all here to help you as you transition. Are there any questions at this time? Let me see. Is there an opportunity for paid internship? That's a question that just came in. Is there opportunity for a paid internship?
Yes. So you would locate both paid and unpaid internships in Handshake. The only my only suggestion is to make sure that if a student is trying to get a internship for academic credit, that they follow up with their advisor to make sure that the internship can count towards academic credit if it's paid. But yes, there are tons of paid and unpaid internships in Handshake for students to apply for.
Awesome. Is there a timeline where, in the fall, when they should start looking towards internships? In the summer, is there a timing that they need to keep in mind, not leave it to the last minute? What would be the advice?
Yeah, so there's various cycles for internships. And so each internship cycle is going to vary, but typically we encourage students to start searching for summer internships. A lot of deadlines hit in November. And so we encourage students on a more general scale to start applying in August to make sure that they've met that deadline of November 1st for internships that will take place in the summer.
Excellent and excellent. So the other question is, are there opportunities for job shadowing?
yes, but though job shadowing kind of happens more at the discretion of the student. So the student, we don't oversee job shadowing programs. What we do is help students kind of locate organizations that might be of interest. We kind of build that relationship and request to see if job shadowing is an option. And then we kind of we understand that the employer is a vetted employer, safe for where our students need to be, and they can be there and be in a safe environment. But we allow for that organization to kind of create that job shadowing process. But yes, that's a opportunity that is spearheaded by the student.
So there are lots of opportunities. There's another question that just came in through Facebook, which says, is there a way to live on campus with an internship?
Yes.
Or if you live on campus to have an internship?
Yes. Yes, there's no problem. You can live on campus and have an internship. You can live off campus and have an internship. You can live on campus and have an on-campus job. You can live off campus and have an on-campus job. And so there's no limitation on whether or not you can have an internship. The only limitation is whether or not that internship will count towards academic credit or not, or if that internship is paid or unpaid.
And there was a follow-up to that same question. It meant also during the summer. So if the student's doing an internship during the summer, can they still live on campus?
Oh, that's that. So only if a student is you have to be enrolled, from what I understand, you have to be enrolled in summer classes to be able to live on campus. And now if you're living on campus because you're completing courses, then you could complete that internship. But you can't just live on campus and complete an internship without taking classes.
Right. So yeah, that's important to know about being, if you're doing an internship, you're enrolled in some type of class. And in that case, you could live on campus, right?
Yeah, I think you have to be full time. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's we can follow up with that question later, also with housing and see how that works, or with your advisor in that particular case. All right. Well, we do have a few more minutes. If anybody else has additional questions, of course, remember you can always contact the Career Center. The information was posted a little bit earlier. Definitely check out Handshake and see what opportunities are out there for you. And like Brandon said, the earlier you start looking, if you're going to be doing internships, or definitely if you're looking for employment and just the experience of something that, the outside or the other part of your academic career is very important. So we don't seem to have any other questions at this moment. Brandon, do you have any last minute tips or anything you want to tell our families or students who are watching?
I would just encourage them to encourage their students to get involved early, right? Start planning for the end early, and be okay with a plan B, C, and D. Most of the time, those are more likely than plan A. And so I just want to encourage you to really urge and nudge your students to get involved early in this career identity development process. Don't wait till the junior and senior year, but also be open to applying their skills in different areas, which might be a plan B, a plan C, or a plan D. That's it.
I like the part about having the alternate B, C, D, E plans, because you never know what you will discover through another maybe career option. If you're set on a plan A and that doesn't work, that doesn't mean to drop everything and don't pursue anything else. Actually, you may find a calling, you may find something that is really rewarding in another experience. So definitely reach out to the Career Center during your experience early on as much as you can. And before we leave, just remember, you will be getting a survey soon. We thank you all for watching. I've seen that some of you have joined us for the whole 6 weeks. So we appreciate that. And again, you can go back and look at any of the webinars on Facebook and on our website. So at this time, I think we're just going to end it here. If you have any additional questions, please send them our way. You can email us at families@uab.edu, or call us, or definitely email the Career Center at careercenter@uab.edu. But thank you, Brandon and Tiffany, who was here as well, for your for helping us and presenting to our families. And we look forward to seeing everybody soon during moving days next week or coming up. Thank you, Brandon and Tiffany.
Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.
You
Bye,
too.
everybody.